Hi Aries, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, and thank you for those who have left comments, and also thank you for those who have purchased readings. I really appreciate your support, and thanks for all the feedback. So we've got a new moon in Leo on the 11th, and that's favorable to Aries. And then we have a full moon in Pisces. So hopefully we've all survived the eclipses. A lot of changes happening, a lot of surprises. But this new moon, I think, is going to be a good one. The new and the full. This month is going to be a lot easier than July. So let's see what Aries needs to know. What does Aries need to know about love for the month of August? What is coming up for Aries in relationships for the month of August? May only the highest forces be present. What does Aries need to know about relationships for the month of August? I just want to make sure I give this a good shuffle. These cards are old. Okay, this is the original Rider Waite deck that I got when I was 18. When I first started reading cards many, many years ago. So, the Lovers, the Judgment, the Three of Swords, the High Priestess, the Sun, the King of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, let me just get these in the right view here. So, you've got a lot of major cards coming up for August. This is like in major arcana. So, it looks good for love for you. Okay, you have the Lovers here and the Judgment. This is the present. So, the Lovers is about choices. It's about, you know, an important relationship. Lovers, I mean, this is the higher, you know, the major arcana, which is the higher version of the Two of Cups, which is like the soulmate card. So you're really wanting to connect with a soulmate in August. And with the Judgment, well, with the Lover's card, it's always about a choice. So I'm wondering if there's like a love triangle or something. For some of you, there could be a love triangle where you're trying to choose between two people, because you've got this Two of Pentacles here, which is a juggling. And if it's not choosing between two people, the choice could also be, do I stay or do I go? The choice could be, you know, my job and my relationship. You know, what's more important, my career path? You know, because the Lovers is about, like, I have this dream, I have this goal, I want to, you know, embark on this journey. But do I want to do it? Is that going to take me away from someone that I love? And I need this person in my life. You know, maybe I don't want to make this journey without someone that I care about. Maybe I want to bring this person with me. Or maybe I don't want to leave this person behind. You know, this person's important to me. So you might be doing some thinking. Maybe you had some kind of separation in the past. You have the Three of Swords here. And with the Judgment card, I feel like you're working on self-improvement. The Judgment is about, you know, awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. It's a rebirth card. It's a card where you're realizing, you know, no one is going to save me but me. So if you're struggling with something, with changing your life, maybe you're bored with your life and you want to go in a new direction, or you're bored in your relationship, or whatever's going on in your life, and you're realizing that you have to make changes. You have to be the one to put some effort in to change things. And with the Judgment, you could be doing that in August. You could be making some decisions on how your life is going to change, on how you want your life to be different. So your needs are changing, and with that, relationships too. Who do I want to be in relationship with? Who do I need to let go of? What do I need to cut out? The Three of Swords is a cutting. Sometimes it can mean surgery. Maybe you had some type, sometimes it can mean that you had minor surgery. It could be that you had a breakup and now you're looking for either, for someone new. Or you could have suffered some type of sorrow in the past. Like there's sorrow connected to this decision in some way. Like maybe I have a feeling though, it may be a case of who do I leave behind and who do I commit to, or who do I bring with me into the future. Because the Three of Swords could also be for some people that there is a past relationship that, maybe you were hurt very deeply in a past relationship, and that influence is influencing your current relationship. Like you're afraid to get involved with someone because of what you went through in the past. You're afraid of getting hurt again. But I think you're working on that, because the Judgment card is definitely self-improvement. Like I know what I need to change about me. I know what I need to work on for myself. And I really want to make my life different. So when the Judgment comes up, sometimes it could mean a change of job, a change of residence, moving out of a relationship that's not working. But I feel like you really want love in August. Because this Two of Cups is showing up in your wish fulfillment sector. So you're really looking for a relationship. You want to connect on a deeper level. But you have to make some changes within yourself to do that. And so you're making decisions in August. What do I choose? Who do I choose? The High Priestess is something that has influenced you and has been kind of fading. So maybe there was someone in your life who was very spiritual, very intuitive. Because the High Priestess represents someone who's, very spiritual woman, very mysterious, someone who just knows things. So so that's either trusting your own intuition, listening to your own intuition, having a feeling about certain things, following your inner gut, your inner guidance. It could also mean like there are things going on behind the scenes that so for some of you, I don't know if you had some type of secret that you were keeping to yourself. Maybe it was your feelings even. Maybe you were caring about someone and you weren't revealing what you felt for them. Or there could have been some person that was caring about you and you needed to find that out. But the sun coming up in the future, when the sun comes into the reading, it means everything is going to be okay. No matter what problems you're experiencing at the time, things are going to work out. It's going to be okay. But I feel like you have to take action. It's not going to just happen. But I also feel like there's someone in your life who is, it could be someone who's very mysterious. Maybe with the High Priestess, this person is not very outgoing with their feelings. Like they're not someone who feels comfortable expressing emotion. So they may keep their feelings to themselves. Even though they may care, they may not be one to, like gush over, how they care about you. And, but the sun, you have a strong connection with someone. The sun is like a card of having fun, being like a child again. When you're like a kid and you're playing at the beach or something, and you're just, you're with your favorite toy and you just, hours go by. I feel like you're going to be connecting with someone that brings a lot of joy to your life, a lot of sunshine. So there could be a relationship where there's a strong physical attraction. You have the Devil here and the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of wondering, like you're planting seeds and you're wondering what's going to come of it. Where's this all going? So maybe you've started a relationship with someone that you feel a real strong connection to. But you don't know where it's going to go. And you have to decide. You're having to make some serious decisions. Because if you choose, like you're choosing between two paths, could even be two people. I'm feeling like there could even be two different people that you're connecting with, and you have to decide which one is the best person for me. Which one do I really want to be with? Which one would my life not be the same without this person? You know, like I don't want to leave you. Like there might be someone that if you leave them behind, you're going to regret it. So you want to make sure you're choosing the right person. Especially the King of Wands coming up here. This could be you, the Aries, because that usually can be a fire sign. Sometimes the King of Wands is a fire sign, like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person, the King, is very outspoken, very honest, very not afraid to, you know, very courageous, very giving, very big-hearted. So you could be connecting with someone who's very generous. That's the word I was trying to say. Someone who's always there to help people and rescue people, and they're not afraid to tell it like it is. Very, very honest person. Kind of like a mentor. There could be someone showing you, like if you're like on the job, there could be someone that is guiding you in some way. And I feel like with this Judgment card, you have the Devil here in your environment. So that's a card of temptation. Sometimes it could be a card of addiction. So you could be, some of you might be struggling with some type of addiction. You know, it could be drugs, alcohol. It could even be like an obsession. You know, you're obsessed with this person. You can't let them go, or you can't stop calling them or trying to reach them. Or there's a strong connection that almost feels like maybe someone's obsessed with you with the Devil card. Someone is stalking you or something, or, you know, just very intense and pursuing you in an intense way. And I feel like with the Devil card, there's fear connected with this relationship, like fear of being overwhelmed, fear of losing yourself with this person because you have such a strong connection. But you have a lot of good cards. I mean, you have the Two of Cups here. This is a card of, you know, you really connect well with this person. Like, you can talk to them about anything, and you feel like they understand you. They know you. And you're looking for a connection. You want to have a soulmate connection. But at the same time, you're a little afraid of it. You might be a little afraid of it. Or if it's not you, it might be the person that you're interested in might be afraid of intimacy or getting closer. Like, they're afraid of what the outcome would be. That you know how it could be like too strong for the both of you, or too intense, and it scares them. They don't want to be hurt either. You know, it could be that you're dealing with someone who's been through something and is afraid of getting hurt again. Because I see, like with this Three of Swords, you've had some sorrows in the past. You might have been, you know, hurt in love, or hurt by someone that you're really attached to. So that's been influencing you, but you're working on it. This is a card, this Two of Pentacles is a card of juggling. So you're probably, you know, it could be that you're juggling work, you're working really hard, trying to work in relationship. It could also be juggling two people. Maybe you're dating and you're not sure which one, you know, you want to wind up with. So if you're dating, you may come across someone that's going to stand out from the rest. Someone that, you know, is different. Someone that you may want to make a deeper connection to. And you could be pretending everything's okay. Like, this is a card of laughing on the outside, crying on the inside. So if you've broken up with someone, you could be pretending that you're fine and you don't care. And meanwhile, you're really, you know, that person was really important to you. And you don't want to really let them go. You don't want to lose them. So let's see what the astrology is saying here. Yeah, oh, especially, you've got this new moon in Leo coming on August 11th. Sun, Moon, and Mercury all in Leo. in your 5th house, and it's an eclipse. So this moon, you have an opportunity for a new beginning in love. So you could meet someone new that feels like a fated or fateful meeting. Or it even could be connecting with someone from the past, you know, just having a new beginning in the relationship. You know, for some of you, it doesn't always have to be a brand new person. I mean, if you're not with anyone, you could very well meet someone in August that you really can have a strong connection with. If you are in a relationship, you can have a new beginning with that person. Maybe even have children, because the fifth house represents children. It represents romance. It represents creativity. So you could be connecting with someone that makes you feel like a child again, that brings back joy into your life, where you're having fun. You know, you're just enjoying life. Jupiter is trine Neptune from your 8th house. Jupiter's in your 8th house. That's the house of intimacy. It's the house of resources. Like, so if you're struggling financially, there's help out there for you. But it's also opportunity. And Neptune in the 12th, you have an opportunity. There are resources available to help you deal with your psychological blockages. So if you're struggling with any type of psychological problem or self-sabotaging behavior, it would be good to reach out for help, because with Jupiter in the 8th and Neptune in the 12th, I feel that you can really make progress with some of your demons. You know, confronting some of the things that have always held you back, or the things like your fears, and maybe even fears of intimacy. I mean, if you got help, if you went for like counseling in August, you can make some real progress. This new moon is also, it's kind of in conjunct Pluto. So there's a little tension there. But Pluto's in your 10th house, so it represents your status in the world. So you have a chance to make real change in your life, in the way you're being seen in the world. So there could be some career changes. But I think a lot of it has to do with confronting your psychological blocks. Blocks to intimacy and also blocks to career success. And with Mercury close to the new moon, there could be a change in your thinking. Maybe you're taking a different perspective about love. Like you're seeing love, or you're seeing a relationship in a different way, in a new way. So this new moon is going to be good for you. The full moon is going to be in Pisces, 3 degrees, on August 26th. Now this is not an eclipse or a supermoon. Now, you know, we're going back to the regular energy. For you, that's in your 12th house. So I really feel that if you really want to kick a bad habit or make some changes within your life that'll bring you closer to intimacy, you know, where you can attract the right person, attract the love into your life, this is a good time to do it. Mercury will still retrograde, and so will Mars. They'll be going direct toward the end of the month. So it could bring back some lovers from the past, some relationships from the past that, you know, you may want to work on yourself, so that when the second chance comes around, you have more to offer. You know, you're ready for connection instead of being afraid of it and pushing it away. Yeah, this is 12th house, 6th house with this full moon. And it's trining Saturn. This full moon is trining Saturn. It's actually part of a grand Earth trine. The Sun in Virgo, Saturn in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus. So that is a grand Earth trine brings abundance. It's kind of like a karmic reward for all your efforts. And it will be affecting your 6th, 10th, and 2nd house. So that's your money house, your self-worth. You may decide to just work for yourself when Uranus in your 2nd house. With Saturn in the 10th, you could build something solid. Saturn is like recognition, reward. So if you've been putting effort into something, whether it's a relationship or a career path or whatever, or even working on yourself, 6th house can be employment, but it could also be health. So you could be like on a new you know, taking better care of yourself, getting on a health regimen, giving up bad habits, giving up, you know, kicking an addiction. Whatever it is that you've been working on to improve your life, you could get the reward at the end of August. You can get some, make some real progress. You have Venus going through your 7th house at the time too. And Venus, see what Venus is doing. Venus is squaring Pluto. So it could be an intense time for relationships. You want to be careful. You want to stay away from power struggles and manipulative behavior. Either, you know, you or someone else. So if someone is trying to push your buttons, or if your past behavior pattern has been, I can't attract love, I have to manipulate to get love, you could have a breakthrough in August where you give that up, where you learn, like, you know, not to do that, to value yourself more. Because Uranus in the 2nd house is changing your values, you know, what you think of yourself, what you feel that you're worth, how to attract money. I mean, with Uranus, you never know. Money could come in, money could go out, but you're changing how you attract things with Uranus. So you could be giving up the need to control, the need to manipulate to get love. Or you could be dealing with someone who is very powerful, Plutonian. You know, someone who's got Pluto strong in their chart, or like could be Scorpio or a strong Pluto, or someone who has an intensity that affects you on a deep level and causes you to change. Someone who, like a love that will transform your life. But you want to work on, with Pluto and squaring Venus, you need to work on how you deal with intimacy, you know, because you might be coming on too strong or being too controlling. And if that's not you, then you have to learn how to avoid those people or how to deal with those types of issues. But it looks good for love in August, Aries. I think you're making real progress. So work on yourself. If you have anything that you know, if you're struggling with anything, get help, and so that you can, you know, start attracting the love that's there for you. You could really make a change in your life where you're much happier. You're in a happier place in August. So I hope this reading was a help to you, Aries. And if you'd like to get a private reading with me that will go more in depth, you just contact me. You can just click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website. You could get on the schedule, and we'll be working together. So have a wonderful August, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.